What's going on, James here, and in today's video we're going to be talking about the Los Angeles Rams trading for former Broncos cornerback Aqib Talib for a 5th round pick. Now, obviously, I should have made a video talking about the Marcus Peters trade with the Kansas City Chiefs, but didn't have time, just couldn't make that video, unfortunately. But now with this current trade being made, I can talk about it here. So the Rams have recently traded for Marcus Peters as well as Aqib Talib. And that is a pretty dangerous secondary, in my opinion, when you add in LaMarcus Joyner. Obviously, they are going to lose out on a couple of guys. You got to pay those guys contracts, which is very fortunate because, like, Aqib Talib, yes, he commands a lot of salary, but I do believe Marcus Peters is still on his deal, and you franchise LaMarcus Joyner. That is a very impressive secondary, in my opinion. The Rams are really gearing up for a deep playoff run next season, with Jared Goff, Todd Gurley, a pretty decent offense. Keeping Sammy Watkins might be kind of important, but that defense is no joke with Aaron Donald. Their linebackers, you have Mark Barron there, you have LaMarcus Joyner, like I said, you have Marcus Peters, you have Aqib Talib. The one problem that I would think, though, they also signed a Sam Shields, but one problem I would think, though, is that Marcus Peters and Aqib Talib do have some personality issues, I guess you could say. They do have a little bit of a short temper when it comes to certain situations. Marcus Peters famously threw a flag into the stands, I believe, this past season, and he left before he could get ejected. So, and then Aqib Talib's famous for ripping chains off of players. So it's just a weird group. It works. I think it'll work, in my opinion, but it's just like a very personality driven group. I don't think it's not necessarily bad to a certain degree, but it could be a problem if it gets out of hand, obviously. But for a 5th round pick, you know, you're getting a multiple Pro Bowl time cornerback in Aqib Talib. Yes, he is 32, but you have a window here. You know, Aqib Talib plays to, say, like a guy like Brent Grimes' age, where he's in his upper 30s. You know, I feel that he could do that realistically. I feel like he's athletic enough to where he could do that realistically. So I really do like this move for the Rams. You know, they have this time of opportunity. You know, they have the next couple of seasons before they have to really start paying a lot of their high-tier players or letting them walk into free agency. And I feel like they're really making the most of this opportunity. Like I said in the Eagles video, that there's this window for them, and they're taking advantage of it as much as they possibly can. They're trading for as much talent, and the Rams are a very appealing team right now in terms of overall talent. You know, they made it to the playoffs last season pretty comfortably, if I'm being honest. You know, they won the division. The Seahawks aren't looking as mighty anymore. The Arizona Cardinals are kind of in a rebuild. The San Francisco 49ers, I think, aren't there yet, but they're getting there. If the San Francisco 49ers are your only competition right now, they still have a little bit of time to take before they really hit their stride as a division-winning team. I think the Rams can comfortably win the division again. I'm not obviously going to commit to one opinion or the other on that, because who knows? And I always seem to get that type of stuff wrong. But the Rams are looking pretty good right now, and their secondary might have some personality issues. You know, they might be a little bit hot-headed, but you can't ignore the talent with that, you know, and they got him on some pretty affordable deals, in my opinion, especially the Aqib Talib one. Yes, he is old, but for a 5th round pick, you're getting a multiple Pro Bowl cornerback. You know, that is pretty impressive, in my opinion, and I think most teams would make that move. You know, I think most teams would say, like, okay, you know, like, that's fine. You know, obviously the salary is a tough thing to swallow. I do believe he's making a ton of money, but you know, you can't ignore it. You can't ignore the talent that's there, and I think the Rams are really geared up for another deep playoff run now. But let me know what you guys think about the whole Aqib Talib trade down in the comment section below. What do you think about the Rams situation? If you guys are Rams fans and you're new, don't forget to subscribe and like the video if you do like this trade. I know a lot of Bucs fans wanted to keep Talib, so if you guys want to sound off in the comment section below as well, greatly appreciate it. But yeah, I hope you guys all enjoyed this video, and as always, I will see you in the next one. But until then, goodbye for now, guys. See ya.